I think something that would, improve a lot of people's lives is once you graduate high school, go on like a 2 to 3 month self-development journey. Stop, slow down, and figure out who you actually are. Because as we grow up, our parents and teachers and everything like that, they kind of shape us into who we end up being. And a lot of times, that's not really who you are and who you want to be. I didn't figure out who I was until like 3 years ago. So I think it's really important. And another thing you talked about is, people saying that you can't do things and you should plan on, what you can't do. I hate looking at it like that. It's like, no, whenever somebody tells me I can't do something, or even, hey, say it to myself in my head, I'll look at something and go, oh, I can't do that. I immediately shift it to how can I every time, because then I can problem solve and somehow I'll get it done.
I think how can I is so much better than why can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yep.
even if you say why can't I do that, you're pausing and you're debating yourself. As where how can I is a very powerful twist on that. If you sit there and say why can't I, then you're going to start giving yourself all the list of why you can't before you think about the why you could.
Yep. Exactly.
How do I get there? How do I get there is so much better. Um, I struggle, obviously. I I think we all do, but yeah, I have friends who overcome what I often consider greater obstacles than I have, whether they're deaf or they're physically their mobility is more impaired than mine. And I always ask them, I said, well, how can you be so positive?